Young boys are suffering. Why, you might ask yourself? Well, one of the reasons might be they're 3 times more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD. Why is that? The psychological literature is pretty clear on it, really. Simply put, boys like to work with things, and girls like to work with people. Where are boys most likely to be diagnosed? Places where the symptoms will become apparent. Well, what are the symptoms? Symptoms are lack of focus, misbehavior, basically places where obedience is needed, places like schools. Well, we can say from that, we can see why boys are suffering. Now we just have to figure out a way to help them. One of the ways might be, seems to be popular, medication. I don't think that's a very tenable solution personally. Another way might be the martial arts, physical education. I mean, my experience is only anecdotal, but I was terrible in education when I was young because I was just like every other young boy. I was rowdy. I was constantly trying to push the barriers of authority. Up until the point where I went to a martial arts school, I went to a Muay Thai gym. And you learn there the strictures, where you can and where you can't push. And then from that, beyond that, when I retired from Muay Thai for a small period, I ended up getting a master's. So I'm not entirely ignorant on the subject of education. It seems now we can understand why boys feel, particularly young boys, feel disenfranchised, why there are people who have, who seem to have a negative influence, or people deemed to have a negative influence, who are appealing to them. Now, is that a problem? Or is the House of Commons raising somebody like Andrew Tate as the bigger issue, the real problem? I would say the skipping there, skipping blame and missing the actual point, which is the castration of masculinity in our current society is leading a lot of young boys to feel like they have no place to feel guilty for basically who they are. And the only way I know I help that is by teaching them the way I learned, which is through Muay Thai.